This is the book of Amos 9 and verse 8, and it reads, Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Before we get started, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and the boss of great millstone, likewise brothers for know this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep and new brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson is titled Deceptive Trends in the Wicked Kingdom. Now I open up with the book of Amos 9 and 8, where that scripture goes into the destruction of the wicked kingdom, which has been identified as Great Babylon, America. Now I'm going to show you some clips and some articles of the latest trend that's taken place here in Great Babylon, America, and we're going to see a connection of this throughout the years, specifically starting with 2020 to the current date. Now you have something here that's called the 666 walking rule. Okay, it says why the 666 walking rule is a great innovation, and in this article it says there's a fine line between habit and innovation. The 666 walking rule, I believe, falls squarely into the realm of innovation, shaking up our ways of staying active. Now, any biblical scholar or anyone that's even heard of the Bible or the scriptures or the mark of the beast knows that the number 666 correlates with that. Okay, so we can see here this jest, this mockery, okay, that's taking place here in Great Babylon, America, in which now they're using this number as an innovative way, okay, and I'm going to play the videos that's going to explain it, okay, on how you can get fit. Let's go into 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 before I show you these clips. It reads, Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Now take a look at these video clips and you can see that this is now a global trend, okay? And this is recent. Check it out.
Welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost 140 pounds and maintained that weight loss for over 2 years. And today we're talking about something that's all the rage in the health and weight loss community, and that is the 666 walking challenge. I want to talk about what this is, how to do this. Is this beneficial for weight loss? Is it something you should consider? We're going to deep dive into it. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. Turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. First of all, what is it? What is the 666 walking challenge? The 666 walking challenge involves a So essentially it's 72 minutes of walking, including the warm up and the cool down, which is about an hour and 12 minutes total.
हेलो गाइस, दिस इज डॉक्टर नेगी और आज का हमारा बहुत ही ट्रेंडिंग टॉपिक है 666 रूल. डू यू नो व्हाट इज द 666 वॉकिंग रूल? सो दिस 666 वॉकिंग रूल इज एन अंडर एस्टिमेटेड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्कआउट. सो दिस इज सिंपल येट वेरी सक्सेसफुल अप्रोच टू स्टे फिट. सो इस रूल के अकॉर्डिंग आपको 60 मिनट्स का वॉक करना है, आइदर एट 6 AM और 6 PM.
So I've seen that people find it very confusing to decide how many thousand steps they should start walking. So to avoid that confusion, there's a very simple rule that you can follow. It is called the 666 rule, which basically means that you should walk at 6 AM or 6 PM, 6 days a week whenever you can find the time. Walk for 60 minutes and include a 6-minute warm-up and a cool down period. It will help you stay consistent, lose weight, and live longer, happier, and healthier.
And as you saw in those clips, you had, people from India, England, all over the place, okay, that is talking about this. And some of them even claiming that they got results. Now, there's nothing wrong with, going into fitness, but why 666? And this is what you have to think about. Okay, when we go back, into, let's go back into the C19 era. Okay, and you can see what the rule was. The number 6 feet apart. Okay, everything was 666 in that era. Okay, concerning this, not getting this virus, okay, or this plague that they were claiming killing millions of people across the earth. Take a look at this clip.
Won't belabor the point, but we talked about the 6 foot distance an awful lot today. Do you recall if it was ever suggested to be 10 feet?
I don't recall, Mitch, if it was ever suggested it was 10 feet, but when I made my explanation of what it was, I was saying that there was no trial that looked at 10 versus 6 versus 3 versus not even worrying about it at all.
And you said today that there were discussions at the White House about the 6 foot rule. You don't recall if it was discussions about whether or not it should be 3 or should be 10 or should be 6?
I don't recall, Mitch, what the exact discussion was, but as I've said in response to multiple questions, what we had, the CDC was said that on the basis of their evaluation, which was based on the droplet approach, that 6 foot would be to go. And since there was no clinical trials going one way or the other, that's why it was accepted by the group.
And you can see that devil, that liar, Fauci sitting down there and explaining how they came up with it. Basically he's not taking in any type of, he's saying basically it's just that number that they came up with, which we know that's not the case. Okay, let's go into Revelation 13 and start with 16. We can see the origin, of this and where this came from. It says, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 666. Now we know that's going to be the RFID microchip. Okay.
I just had an RFID chip implanted.
As one does.
As one does. If you can feel it right here, there's a little chip in there, but
cool.
It's made by a company called Dangerous Things, which has got a great marketing, right?
Yeah.
But this is the more advanced one. So I put it in, so I can open my Tesla with it and wave in front of the elevator.
Check out with Apple Pay.
Exactly. I want my, actually I will not put my my crypto keys on this because then my hand is at risk.
Yes. And then how long will the batteries last?
It's not battery. It's a near field. So basically an electric current comes in.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
So anyway, that was fun. It was an hour ago. So you guys said keep it compressed.
That's going to be embedded either in your palm of your hands, or in your forehead, and that's going to be what's going to be the new way to live, and that's already being rolled out as we speak right now. But nonetheless, what these people are doing is they're toying with that number 666. It's an occult. It's like they're trying to get you conditioned, to accept this number, to accept the occult that's taking place here. We can take a look at, the capacity rule that Trump used for, adding additional space to the White House for that ballroom. And he talked about 999 people capacity, which when you flip it upside down, it's 666. Listen to it.
To build a room that's going to be able to hold literally the inauguration if we want. All of the glass on the sides is bulletproof. It's 999 people it can hold. So if we figure we have 125 people in here approximately now, which I've never seen before. I've always heard it's less than 100, but it's amazing when you have too many people, you can fit them in. You can always fit a few more people in.
And there it is. So we can see that this is a trend, and they use a lot of different trends out there to get people into the occult, because that's what this place is all about. This place is all about promoting the occult. You could look at, for example, a lot of these celebrities and stars, and including Jakes, okay, and even regular people like to do that thing with the devil's song, where they make the devil's song with their hand, okay, and you can see this guy here, okay, Gene Simmons is claiming that he was the originator of that. Okay, take a look at it.
Gene Simmons from KISS wants to trademark the Rock On sign. He filed paperwork claiming that he was the first person to use that gesture during a KISS tour in 1974. However, owning that symbol might prove difficult. The same gesture also means I love you in American Sign Language, which has been around since 1817.
And you saw in that clip, okay, he's talking about he wants to patent that, okay, he wants to make money off it, okay, and you can see when he was with that band KISS, he dressed like a demon. That was actually his character, okay, demon, okay, and they was very much into the occult, okay, that KISS band, and you see it right now. That's a trend, okay. Take a look at this. This is going to really get you here to show you just how much of an occult society that we live in right now. This is Kim Kardashian complaining that she failed the bar exam, even though she went to these witches, okay, or these psychics, okay, for help. Listen to her complain.
I'm just letting you guys know that all of the psychics that we have met with and that we're obsessed with are all full of shit. They all collectively, maybe 4 of them, have told me I was going to pass the bar. So they're all full pathological liars. Don't believe anything they say.
And there it is, right there. Okay, and there's our people, especially our youths, are looking up to these people, and even adults are looking up to these people. Okay, this when you go into the book of Jeremiah 10, and verse 1, it reads this: Hear ye the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, speak it unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, they fashion it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. Talking about the Christmas tree. I'm looking out my window now as I speak, making this lesson, and my neighbor, they already have their Christmas tree out in the front of their yard and all that decoration, okay? And from all, the way they look and they speak, and they're Hispanic or Latinos, okay? So they're following the ways of the heathen, okay? And obviously they're into the occult because they did it with Halloween, statues and, all those things like that. And they don't miss a beat, okay? Showing their allegiance with the occult society of Great Babylon, America. And this is why we always come out and we let, the sheeps know, okay? This is how we supposed to be. Okay, this is the book of Matthew 7 and verse 13. It reads, Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So it's easy to follow the ways of, you have your tarot card and your candles light around you, you sing and all that humming and bullshit. And you think that's just gonna work, or you wear your lucky charm. This is gonna give you powers, or this is gonna, save the day. And this is what we're indoctrinated in as children, okay? And people follow it because it's the way of America. It's trending, and they call everything trending right now. Every type of wickedness is now trending. It says, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. And you need to understand this. We're very small in numbers, those of us who are true believers, okay? Those of us who are part of the hopefully elect of Yasharala. And you're going to get lonely. You're going to get lonely as the people from around you, as the jobs collapse, as the economy and everything collapse around you, and people, they turn to idols for help, but we stay strong in the faith, that you're going to have less and less people around you, okay? And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Lord willing, He makes that happen exactly like that, that only the elect will be amongst the elect, okay? So this has been Deceptive Trends in the Wicked Kingdom, okay? And this is the latest thing, 666. Why can't you just go exercise? Why do you need to follow a 666 step? Makes no sense. I'd like to close a big inaugural honor to Yahweh, Shema Shai Bashim, Rakakadash, Shabbat Shalom to the elect.